Already starting with more lore. It will definitely be a help at the start, and of course, like the later lore with Fane. What I like, I will not realize at that point that I will be getting lore, most likely. I can't really wrap my head around it. But yeah, these are 115 lore that you can basically like a plate. Oh, I like it. That's why I like my stack line. I think it's just definitely, I think I read that from Venrail, that he said like the gold production will definitely suffer if you go for the upper tree with the let's just jump into the game and I can show the lore tree. When you go for the upper tree, you will just have a problem with your gold production usually. Like you want to go into sailors because you want more lore. Your Stag is yet a clan that is pretty lore hungry and maybe even got more lore hungry right now. So having sailors were always like a little dream for Stag players. I don't know. Can't speak for all of them. Like for me, I got to also see that at yesterday's stream. That shipbuilding is quite cool to get as a Stag. Let's say it like that. You can finally justify going for sailors with Stag without feeling too bad about it. Because merchants in general were already always better than sailors. But going for the shipbuilding always like legitimated a little bit more because yeah, you get like a little bit of lore that can help you throughout the game, getting a few bonies right there. And especially for the Stag, it's something that can be very important just because you get so much bonies on the merchants. They're just the late game choice, and I don't know, in super long games you might actually also need to transition into merchants. I can't really imagine that now, how that will go out in the later stages of the game right here. But at least you won't feel as bad anymore that you not even get shipbuilding on those sailors that were always that were the final nail in the coffins, you know, to the sailors. Like, oh, I don't even get shipbuilding. I don't even get that. It is now there. It might be pretty helpful. Like, for me right now, I guess the way to go would be mining efficiency into shipbuilding, into carpentry mastery, into value of great deeds. To have like a gold production already up. I think that I will be fine with my other production, like my skulls. I usually went for the skulls way too late anyway all the time, so for me it's not a change. Nah, of course I were making use of the skulls there. They were just not upgraded and like get a free upgrade for them. I don't know, I think the gold production doesn't actually change if you upgrade them. Hey, Alex, hello. Yeah, just going a little bit over it. Like you can already see the lore tree. Quite a few changes for all of the clans, like shiny happy people and eradication. You can see that is those are both lores that aren't Stag specific, so you will see them in quite a few lore trees right now. Like I can't lay my head on which clan, lay my finger on which clans I just mean. I actually have those lores right now. I think I have quite a few clans that don't have it. But those lores you will see way oftener now for clans, and like you can see the lore tree in general change. Value of great deeds were before on this position, and Hero emblem is a completely new lore for the Stag clan. Well, yeah, but your Altar of Kings doesn't cost any stone anymore, and gives it +2 happiness production. It's pretty cool. Gives Stag definitely a way to rush down the altar right there. For me, however, this is not gonna be the first path. This is most likely gonna be the second path, what is gonna give me a kinda late altar, but I wanna, like, the altar with Stag is definitely possible and it's cool. Like, you can get it pretty early, man. You can get it really early. Especially with the Fane. If you hit the Fane, is of course like destined to get a pretty early altar right there. If you can then get a shipwreck or something on top, man, you're not gonna have any problems to get that altar up earlier than a boar. I'm gonna lean my fence self out of the window here and say you're gonna get that up earlier than with the boar when you have a good stack spawn. Is the beta closed? Yeah. I think so, yeah. Like, how you could call it closed. It's not an open one though. At least, like, don't know what are the requirements to apply for the beta. Can't really tell you. Did they buffed medicine? Medicine is staying the same, right? Yeah. Increases your healer's healing by 50%. They made a change. You can see that the it doesn't say anymore that your healers will be grabbing food while they are not healing. That is why. That is because that is now default. The healers will now always, when they don't heal, just automatically grab food, what will take a little bit micro from you away. And I think that it's actually a pretty good change, because it could be, yeah, with some strategies that were your main thing to do in your eco, what I think is a little bit stupid then, right? Especially with clans like Wolf and Snake. Like, it were not the only thing to do, like you were running around the map and clearing out stuff, but then always having like to micro healers around always when you are in a tile attacking, the best thing you could do were basically get the healers working for food in that moment where you are fighting. So there is so much to do at that point that had to do with having your healers not having stand around and doing nothing for a little while. Pretty cool that you can now get that away, and yeah, basically I think that actually makes medicine a little bit less worth for me, to be honest. I don't know how much I will be going for medicine. Yeah, again, for some clans it definitely can make sense here. For the Wolf clan, I'm not sure where Wolf clan has its. Yeah. If you go field rations, it might still make very much sense for. I don't know, I'm always pretty much Spoils of War guy with Wolf. But not too important right here. Just get into the stack right again. Usually your food economy will get a pretty good buff by eradication and food preservation, by the way. Eradication, like I said, for more clans available right now, but also it doesn't give you the half cost upgrade for the silos anymore, so you're gonna pay. No, I'm stupid. Sorry, it's still there. I just misremembered that. The buff is still there. It's just not specialized anymore, I think. I'm just gonna go over that really quickly. I think that word. I just misremembered something pretty hard. There we go. It is not here, it was somewhere else. The happiness bonus is gone. This is what I had in mind. You don't get any happiness bonus for the silo anymore. I thought that something were gone. I think they should add something to medicine, like healers can farm more food while not healing. It's hard to say. Could be like, would make the lore more picked. Like for me, it's definitely right. It's not so much of an interesting choice for me, definitely, with most of the clans having the more important lores right there. For later stages of the game, I could imagine it like for a Stag clan, like just being in Stag clan mind right now, having a Stag clan tree in front of me. I don't think I would ever feel all too dragged to medicine, to be honest. Because why would I? I have so many other strong lores that I need to go for, and Yeah, we're now gonna see like how much lore I will actually be getting with shipbuilding right there. But I would like there's so much stuff that you could be going for: colonization, eradication, hero emblem, brute preservation. You want young and proud, definitely. I don't know, free lores gone again. Like these both are pretty strong in the end. Like you will have skulls in the end anyway, because you will need to upgrade. Yeah, you will need happiness in the end to have a high pop in the later stages of the game, and you're not gonna go completely around skulls. Let's not drift off too much. I guess it could also be possible to play Stag without skulls. Well, it wouldn't make really sense, but let's not drift off too much. Glory of the Clan is also a very interesting lore right here. While I think increased fame by 20%. I think the bonus is gone, yeah. Raises gains on trade routes and great trade routes by 20%, but it won't give you 1% eco bonus on everything anymore. What I found were pretty strong and actually a little bit underused in the last patch. I just realized how much of a bonus that can actually be, with the stack having the potential to just be at insane amounts of fame already at early points, if you really want to do it. Like if you really aim towards that, maybe leave your gold a little bit behind, to be honest. Like your gold is not gonna be as much as if you're just gonna do your stack program and try to also amass a good amount of gold while you do that. But if you just completely concentrated on that, you could get insane amounts of fame pretty early, and then with Glory of the Clan always in the backhand, not working for a specialized job or something, just giving your whole eco an insane bonus that were kind of strong. Sad that's gone. But yeah, so many lures that you are going for. These are again then 5. Take this one. I'm so used to coinage, man. If I misclick, I need to save this game. Just in case I misclick. These are already 5 lures. These are 3 lures. And again, 4 lures. Math 12. Fuck. Yes, I think I'm right. 12 floors that you're already going for. Now thinking about medicine will be hard. But with clans like Snake, you oftentimes go up a tree. The problem is it then goes against recruitment. Recruitment also a very strong lore, extremely strong lore. But I can see people then thinking about medicine already. And for them 50% is already interesting. So I think it actually hits the spot where it hits. But I can see where you're coming from, and yeah, could understand why you would think like for clans like Stag, it's so uninteresting right now. Like, okay, I get 50% more. You would want a little bit more to get out of that. I can completely understand that, to make that more like, yeah, honest competitor to that. I don't see too much of a problem to also have lores around that don't have too high of a value for every of the clan. I don't think like every lore must be as strong as the competitor to it. Like sometimes I think it's also alright when one lure is just a little stronger. But I think for the clans that actually take use out of the medicine, like maybe the wolf or the snake, those are the clans that are usually pretty aggressive around the map and would take use of that, I guess. Would be the main competitors around that. But they already take a great use out of having 50% more. It's yet hard to say. I don't know how you would go there, because we need to imagine that this recruitment above that, and recruitment is also a super valuable lore if you are somebody like, I don't know, if there's a wolf that like you want to play forward, of course, like you need to be somebody that wants to play forward, what I wanted to say. I don't know how much units you then actually lose. Like on recruitment, you're more like the guy that loses units then. what shouldn't be your goal on wolf or snake at all, right? Because if you use units, lose units, you will get in huge problems. You should actually like not use units and maybe rather go for medicine. Maybe people actually go for medicine on very high levels of wolf play, where you would go for field rations. Like this is always then the given that you get the first row. Like you go for the upper tree, I oftentimes go for the middle tree. That's why I have a little bit of a problem. Imagine that. Did they announce the new clan, Nana? I don't know about anything right there. They're just doing like a balance patch right now. I think the update before were the Conquest one. And didn't hear anything about a clan yet. And I don't think that the upgrade, like, right, I'm very sure that the update here will not contain a clan. But also not sure when the next one will come though. Like, I think before we had sometimes where we actually had like a roadmap, but I think the end of that roadmap is already reached. We're over the time stamp right there. So I don't know. Like, I guess there will be coming a new one at some point, but no infos on that right now. New emblem is useless if you have no altar, so medicine was good enough at that. I would aim here still for an altar, to be honest. That were my part of the plan. I just don't know if that will actually be doable, you know? Like this needs to be strong lower than. You wanna go mining efficiency, what? There you go. Mining efficiency. For Stag? Hey! Dude, Stag is so damn stone hungry. Mining efficiency could be very interesting for them. Then in combination with carpentry mastery, of course. It comes. Is it a little early? I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter too much. Can you go just a little bit earlier for it and just have one miner on that? That's gonna be interesting. Let's maybe also not talk around for too long anymore, because I'm just talking. Yeah. Just talking, we're not playing. Guys. Sorry. So yeah, I will most likely also be aiming for an altar right here. I hope that it doesn't take too long. And then afterwards, going for the young and proud, and hope that I will have enough lore through my dogs. It will be in this case free. What is a cool thing to test it out now, because this is basically like one of the better situations you could have right then, right? Imagine having then just one coast, or two would already be close, I guess. But we'll see. Also be doing it on permafrost. But we'll be also coming back then with the update. Well, not yeah. Well, not forever, like in this version right here. With the Christmas trees. I think you can rush altar like boar. You can. I tried that a few times yesterday. But I want to test out how it does. I need food, honestly. Doesn't matter, to be honest. How it goes when you go full lower tree. If you just go shipbuilding into carpentry mastery into value of deeds, you just do like what I usually used to do with the stack right then. But now actually with shipbuilding that can give you a better lore economy. I don't know how good though. I think I'm going a little bit too greedy here and my lore will actually not be enough. But might as well just try, right? I don't want to count it out without having it tried before. Yeah, that's what I also thought. Like I always forgot a little bit about the mining efficiency now, having that in a lower tree. Like you will have a few more wilds in docks in the end, getting gold for you, because you won't have trading. It's a little bit covered by your town hall, now producing a little bit gold for you. It will help you out. But yeah, you have wilds and docks. But I don't think that's actually all too bad too. Will I go? Nah, I think that's not go crazy at all here. Very, very normal. It could work quite good together in combination, but it might... I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't really work out. Doesn't really flow. Well, it's my first try right here, like how... Don't actually expect then also too much out of it. Go for in it with good fortune. In general, we have the tools to make it work. Hello Emil, what up? Do you have a healer? No. I am not a healer, man. I don't heal. My people suffer. Oftentimes. A lot. What do I do when my whole clan is like, okay, like 1 HP? The happiness is terrible because of that. Yeah. That would be the first one. Would be the most important one, to be honest. Oh, yikes. I have nothing to clear out. I should have made... Oh, yeah, I have this wolf. That's actually... No, forget about that. Nothing lucky. Not too bad. Yeah, that's why I don't do it. That's why I don't do it. Yeah, mining efficiency. How early can we start mining then? I'll need to dance that. Can I already start with the... Get an axe soon. Solve it with that. 2 food. But also all melee. Like, yeah, really the best way to prevent that, it sounds stupid, but a situation like that usually only happens when you are, yeah, completely mass starving or mass freezing. If you get attacked, you should really watch out to not make that happen. Maybe sometimes even throw low villagers within there. And here and there, like in big chunks, I would not do that. But if you have a skirm camp around or a warrior camp, then just bite in the apple, get one or another villager and just throw them away. But you shouldn't do that in big. Like, you throw away your population, you throw away your gold that you basically want. Not the best thing you could do. But it's better than having like your economy not working at all. Snowstorm, I can't get rid of this. Yeah. The blizzards also got a little bit more rough. Like, they usually were announced a little bit earlier than they are right now, so you could get a little bit better ready for it. Like, the thing right now is that you basically every year need already have the stock for your winter a little bit earlier, and usually you would try to get it as late before the winter as possible to like have the best stance of eco you could have. Like in the first year it doesn't really matter, because what will I really get here beside of the Hunter's Lodge? Maybe another food building if I have one around. Also, I'm already Stag, I'm a clan that has a lot of wood and resources to spend in the early game. Other clans might not have. So I'm already at a good situation right here. But in the second year you usually want to get it a little bit later. And then we need to be kind of ready a little bit more early, since they are now just announced like 2 months before. So you already have like your food for the winter right here, and when then a blizzard is announced, you then still have 2 months to get a little bit more ready for that and not build too many buildings. Basically need now to be aware every time, if not the last, if the last event were a blizzard, you don't need to be aware, of course. What up, Boop? What up, what up? New law is Hero emblem. Altar of Kings doesn't cost stone to build. It gives you +2 happiness. Eradication is now for every clan. Like, basically, some have it, don't have it. And doesn't give you happiness anymore. And shiny happy people gives the required happiness down by 20%. Glory of the clan. Just increase your trade routes. I think this is a good basic overview right here. And I'm already going for mining efficiency. That will now make you 50% faster. Should really go for sailors. I go really a lot for sailors. I might. Thanks a lot, Emil, for the follow right here. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Yep, Scouts Gold production. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, what up, folks? Shiny happy people. Forgot who made that song. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it's a good song. Only Rex seemed particularly happy about it when I showed it him yesterday. Showed it, like we just called it. Yeah, and I'll be trying to go for the Scout Gold production right here. See how it's possible. If it's possible, you can do with it. A bit overdoing it right there. Not even having second wood camp right here, what? But having the shipwreck there at the start helped out quite a bit. What point do you think it's worth? Healer. For example, the clan is injured. It must die or get a healer instead. Oftentimes I would actually say don't let it come to that point, and like if it's not different to do, then at some point, yeah, you gotta get a healer, of course. The usual line right there is 4 villagers, because at 4 villagers you will be getting -1 happiness for having too many rounded. That is usually where I can't take it anymore. But yeah, in general, just try to lose rather villagers than going to too many lows. Could get you into problem. I took the upper loretree yesterday quite like 2 times. I usually have a little bit of problems getting a gold economy up like that. That's why I want to try the lower one. And that will also give you early shipbuilding, but that's something that Stag clan didn't have before. It's early. For real? Lol. I would save that, but it's so good. It's so good. I wanted to click the miner in the middle, didn't really want to let him die, because I don't have that many low builds here. I wanted to go too low. I have too much stone, man. I'm not used to this. Still have a sheep. Way too distracted to get it down here like I would like to. The potential is definitely there. Let's get that up. I think they want the skull slot that far, then when it should be buff plus, I don't know, otherwise I think they would be good off place erudition. Could be, could be. Maybe, maybe. I think Stag is not really this clan that is too bound to the lore win anyways. I guess missing erudition wouldn't be too bad. Hey, thanks, cool boys. What up? That's cool, that's cool. Glad you enjoyed, man. You Kraken 500 is give you free feast while Kraken event activating. But it just happened one time. Okay. I don't know. For the Kraken event, it's completely insane, though. So it's situational. But situational, you get 3 months of free feast, right? I don't know how that can just be straight up bad, to be honest. It's situational, yes. But is it bad in those situations? It's bad that it's situational, of course. Would be better if it would be consistent. Like, that's sure, right? Like, sure. I get you right there, but like in those situations it is insane. It's basically like saying with the just like take old gold as example. Like gold playing with only a few sheep isn't that good, but the potential to have a lot of sheep, like even though that got all changed up a little bit, I think in the later games of the team games. Maybe we take duels as example, because in duels you weren't always guaranteed a lot of sheep, but in team games you were oftentimes guaranteed a lot of sheep, right? Got them pretty often at least. Like at least enough to work with. But duel then in goat were in duel then also not bad. It were pretty situational if you had the goats. It will be strong if not. Don't know if that makes it overall bad. I don't really think so. I would then really call it rather situational. Because in those situations it will really thrive. So the Kraken, I think also, like, when the event doesn't come in, obviously, like, it's a bonus that doesn't apply, what is wasted. But if the event comes, in those cases, having 3 months of a free feast, I were pretty... speechless. I'm wasting way too much time with this. Would be insane though. That would be very insane. Would be a little bit scared of that. Like it must then be like really, really, really expensive. So let me see. This game's not gonna be the best example. Don't have my docks up. But I also don't want to fall below 160 before I actually get the tile right here. Don't have a second food that I would usually have. But I get a circle. But I don't really want to use because I want to see if sailors alone will carry your lore a little bit. It's a little weird. I get my stone. Right now. Just when I fall below. Give me it! Come on! Please! Built a second dock there, I'm not using it yet. Let's go. Let's use it. I don't even use my stone right here. Lol. Yeah. Yikes. I don't think that makes too much sense right now. Should we get up the silo then right now? Without a second food source, it will definitely be hard to supply all the stuff. Let's get the silo up. I don't really want to turn down here. Oh, Frozen Sea, that's a great event. Yeah, that's not gonna be really a game to show how it works. We can all go a year. Like we can show next year how it would look normally in 801. Taking a little bit longer here for everything. Basically everything a little delayed. Yet I don't feel that bad, but it could also be because I generally get more time, and more time I'm gonna get more lore. Hi. Murkas everywhere now. Usually just means you're gonna need to get an earlier chief. Isn't too much of a problem. Like with a chief, Murkas definitely get a lot less threatening. Damn it. Thought we could get away with that. They came already home for once, right? I think so. Yep. Pork. There we go. But yeah, Murkafa will now appear everywhere. Let's see. In general, the game, it feels good right here, to be honest. I think if I would have a second food source, I would feel way better already. Like, just imagine that tile being a field tile with stone on it. Like having this, not to do this here, and having straight a second food source with stone. Could have gone a lot better right there. Yeah, rip 5 sailors. Happens. I think. Yeah. We might lose against the AI right here. In the end, it's not all too important anyway. So I actually wanted to test out a little bit how quick you can do everything and how quick. Nothing is quick in this hash. Let's say hash. All a little bit dicey. So duels usually not too much of a problem because your opponent will get just the same situations, so that doesn't really matter at all. Also gotta say that in general, playing duels right now, in Northgard, I'm also gonna get sick right now. Now it's gonna get stupid. Get him home right here. What? Ah, you're building snowman. Forgot about that. But they got the clocks in, so we'll now see right away when the villager's doing nothing. Even though I think that were the problem last year, right? I'm not sure if they fixed it in the last patch already, if that were already fixed right there, but it's definitely right fixed. But yeah, in general, I felt good with that build. Going into shipbuilding here, but I also have 3 coasts. Having 1 coast on Stag, however, will basically lead you in just having the upper tree. Then you go merchants, but you don't have... Well, that doesn't work. What do you do then, man? Didn't felt bad though. You're getting pretty good resources up there if you go for the upper tree. But you don't get gold. And you don't really get lore, right? If you go for shipbuilding, you will also be keen to have sailors out. A little bit. Yeah, to get a little bit of bonus lore production, basically. I'm not working my stone again. So glory of clan helping you for early FF mode. It could. But I never really saw it as that tool. Like, as Stag, you're usually getting your fame like that. It's usually not too much of a problem. Especially if you wanna get your... yeah, like a little bit out of your eco, out of your skulls. That goes a little bit... like, plays into your hands if you go young and proud, of course. Because you wanna have high happiness for having... Holy, I'm talking way too much. I need second food. There's a farm. 2 bears. It's a fig now, by the way. I think Scout lore is a bit too weak now. What were the exact change about it? That got... I'm always thinking about if it were +2 if the building is upgraded. Ah, okay, okay. I'm thinking about if that were actually a change. What the fuck? Well, that happened. And it makes sense. You will have also sailors out of shipbuilding, but it's definitely... Alright, the elves. They're kinda ruthless. I see Ven's point. He said that you wouldn't have enough food to supply yourself then. But I see having a little problem here also with only having one food. I think a second food tile would definitely be very helpful. I lost my chief. It's a dentist game. I don't know, farm wouldn't change that much, I think. I like my farms, but in the end it doesn't really make that much of a difference here. If food is remarkably worse, of course, you don't get food preservation at an early point, what can be completely insane. I don't think that the 10% here are actually that game changing. The upgrade, like basically 20%, like let's give it that. I don't know. It's cool. Definitely feel it. I think the build here in general has potential. If. It's like a big if. You get enough coasts. I'm gonna try to go for the farm now. To get like the eco to the point. That will actually be... Oh. Damn it, I also lose 2 elves. It'll happen here. Pretty sure. Let's go. And I want to get up a food eco, how you would usually have it, and then upgrade 3 longship docks and just see how much I could actually get. I'm not gonna go for food preservation though before that. Also like cutting out the altar right now. Usually wanted to go for that. I think you can also bring that below that. Elves are too strong. Yes, they are strong. They're very strong. They force you to build towers, basically. But I don't build towers. I don't do that. Dang it. But yeah, towers would help. Dang lot. All these low wills. Just eat them. Oh. 3 elves better than tower. It's actually true. I think 2 elves could already do it, right? Nah, they take too much damage. Yeah, but 3 elves will definitely lay down your tower. Yeah, I think 3 drawers will too. Dude, the game hates me. It's like... somebody pushing the button again. Don't really have the wills through all into their death. Quickly can I actually get them? 21. Let's get a feast out right now. I don't know. Don't really want to heal. It's not my goal, you know? I already won the game. Usually just wanna check right now how high I could actually bring like the the gold production here with dogs. But I'm missing the wills for that. Upgrade this. Don't really wanna, like, hero emblem won't help me with anything, so just go for it. Oh, it gives me, damn it. But I think 500 is something you can also reach. Oh yeah, the Kraken is coming. Dang it. Then I just tested it very quickly. Let's just get hunters off. Having 2 skulls, not upgraded. But I think the upgrades won't really matter anyway. And yeah, usually I should have 1 will left to do that. I produce gold here. 23 word for the 3 seconds that it were actually working. Before the Draugr attacks. I know, Utku! I'm not trying to win this game! I won! I just want to see how high I could actually get the gold. And it were 23 with 3 upgraded longship dogs and 1 Hall of Skulls. It's okay. That's okay. I can't really recall how high the lore were. I weren't really using my lore stones to full extent. But I think there is something in it. You can do this build definitely somehow, and you will end up with an eco that is respectable. Especially with having now the mining efficiency in the lower tree, like that plays perfectly into your greed hands, into your greedy upgrade wanting hands. Since you now will need also to produce gold for that. Like, always needed to produce gold for that. Not having trading on your side. Always when you want to produce gold. You then can go without having like too much of a heartbreak about it. Go for the docks right there. While we can see the heartbreaks about docks right here. In this game I couldn't, like, if that would have actually been a team game, man, what would I have done? Like, this is still a pretty mad problem. Like, the events. Especially like on permafrost, you can't really go for ships. We'll have a big problem right then. Maybe I'll check that out at some point again on a normal map to see how quick you can actually get to that point. Like, I think on permafrost we're generally not too good of an idea to try a sailor build right then, because yeah, you're just gonna get wrecked by the events right here. Can't really help. The map doesn't really help right there. I think I also didn't rush for the middle in this build. You can also make that happen. Get a little bit earlier feign. Also something that I weren't keeping in mind at the start of the game, but I think should also like elevate way better eco at an earlier point if you can make it happen. Maybe even get a Draugr tomb or Wolf's Cave right there to get something there. But yeah, I think lower tree is definitely also something I will keep in mind right here. The upper tree is pretty interesting, but I definitely feel like there's a little bit of experimental room with the lower tree, and getting your, because what will you actually miss? It is the goal, the food economy that you won't be getting out of the upper tree. What is considerably high, and yeah, pretty much carrying. Yeah, that's also like part then of the lower tree right now, that you can go for shipbuilding and then have more lore to actually be able to also go for the upper tree. I feel like if you go for the upper tree, I personally come a little bit too late with my like my lore production is gonna go up too late to actually give me access to the other lores. I'm just gonna be a little bit too late on those, and most likely just gonna cut them out and go straight for Young and Proud. And Young and Proud without the skulls, even though they're nerfed right now a bit, seems hard. I don't know. Gonna be interesting to play around that a little bit. Nice to try it out right here, even though I got a little bit unlucky. But that's just how it goes sometimes. And I think afterwards we want to try the dragon.